Hello everyone, and welcome to Landon MacDonald, Episode 2. In Episode 1, a high-flying naval officer, about to achieve the rank of Admiral, was talking to Flora. In this episode, he's talking to Cassandra and to Celia. This isn't nearly as long as Episode 1, but when I added them all together, it just became too long. And in this episode, you'll see why and where I got confused when I was talking to Flora, and thought passingly that he hadn't told her what he did. He appeared briefly in Cassandra's life. "Hello, beautiful," he said. "How are you?" "Good morning, flatterer," said Cassandra. "Hello, Elle. How was your night, Cassandra?" "I tossed and turned all night and had 10 nightmares. How was your night?" "I'm not trying to flatter you." "Oh, that's a lot, LOL," he said. "What states are you from?" "I'm from the dream time. I have no idea what you're asking." "Oh, I thought you lived in the United States." "I'm from Hawaii. I live in the South Tampa, Florida." "Oh, I see. I live near Bury St Edmunds in Suffolk. That's in England." "Oh, nice to meet you here. I haven't been in the UK. I hope someday you can visit the United States." "I've been to Florida, although not for many years. I'm wondering why you contacted me. Are you looking for work on the estate? We'll have a vacancy for a gardener soon." "Wow! That's awesome," he said, in reply to her saying she'd been to Florida. "I hope you enjoyed being there." "Oh no, I'm not looking for a vacancy. I just sent a request to be a friend." "Oh yes, I did. I really should visit more of the USA." "Yes, I love travelling too in my holidays." "Tell me about some of the places you've been on holiday to." "I'm only going round a few states in the United States. New York City, Kansas, Illinois." "You love travelling and you've only been to 3 places in your own country. I wouldn't call that a love of travelling. How old are you?" "I've been out of the United States to 6 countries and here in Al-Tanf, Syria, presently." "I did ask you to tell me about some of the places you've been on holiday. I assume you can read well enough to know that's what I asked." "I'm not sure you'd be suitable for a position on the estate, though. I do expect all my employees to have a basic level of reading, writing and comprehension. I think perhaps you might need some remedial lessons." "Hi, Happy New Week. I'm not interested in real estate or whatever it is. I'm a very busy working person in the Navy. Presumably as a cleaner or something that doesn't require more than a basic level of literacy. Or are you going to make my day and tell me you're an illiterate scammer pretending to be a Navy Vice Admiral or something equally ridiculous?" And I'd just like to add in here, I hope nobody ever thinks I'm disrespecting cleaners or pot washers or any other profession. I just say that to wind up the scammers. I'd also like to add that I used to be an adult education teacher, and I fully understand that many people underperformed at school and didn't learn to read and write properly for all kinds of reasons. And believe me, if you're in that position and you're an adult, don't believe that you can't be helped, because you can be. There's help out there. You can learn to read. Believe me, I know. I've seen it happen. "I'm not a scammer. You're so rude," said our scammer. "Hey, can you stop being rude to me? Can I ask you a question about what you do? And where do you working?" "I run the family estate. What do you do?" "As in really do, not some illiterate rubbish about being a high-ranking officer when it's obvious you can barely read or write, especially as you've assured me you aren't a scammer, so wouldn't be going to tell me you're a naval commander or a supervisor on an oil rig." "I work in the Navy," he said. "I hate the word scammer. Don't you ever assume that again. You ought to know by now I'm not a scammer. That word is very disgusting." "You're very quick-tempered and very rude, aren't you?" said Cassandra. "I said that you've assured me that you're not a scammer, so I'm waiting for you to tell me what you do in the Navy, because obviously you wouldn't be so stupid as to tell me that you're a high-ranking officer. Only a scammer would do that, and we've agreed that you're not a scammer. So, you're going to be honest and tell me what you really do in the Navy that doesn't require you to be polite or literate. I'm leaning towards pot washer in the kitchen." "I am not just hating the word scammer," he said, when she said that he was quick-tempered and very rude. "I'm here for a peacekeeping against the terrorists who claim to tapping the oil pipeline. I could have much time here, but still working right now." "Well, and you've seen this one before, because he sent the same paragraph to Flora. "My intelligence specialists analysed is to break down information to determine its usefulness, planning of our everyday schedule on this mission, and to know the tactical areas all over the terrorist hideout." So you aren't going to be honest. You're going to act like a scammer, despite assuring me that you aren't. Even you must know that someone as illiterate as yourself wouldn't be using intelligence specialists. I'm always honest with my doings in life, he said. Clearly that's not the case. Damn you, he said. So I suggest you tell me something at least passingly believable, or go away. How dare you calling me an illiterate? But you are illiterate, said Cassandra. You can't even write a proper sentence. I see, he said. You need work back to get to know more and much of the Native American. Both with uppercase letters. You're such a rude, Cassandra. Have a great day. Don't even know if you're real or not, but that will never let me criticise you in one way or the other. You're so rude. You claim to know the best. I can clarify to you now, as you know nothing. You can live all your life in the UK. Don't try to mess with me. You're a Native American? Replied Cassandra. Which tribe do you belong to? Is that why you struggle to write? Is English your second language? Yes! But you got me so mad right now. No one on this earth claimed to be the best in everything you're doing. I'm sorry about my English, as I try to cope with your want. I think we have to end it here. This communication will bring so much arguing. So you won't tell me which tribe you belong to. What's your first language? Hawaiian / Alaska, the North Americans, he said, Hispanic. I like you, and I wish dreams come true to be your happy man. They've moved Hawaii to be closer to Alaska, asked Cassandra, because he said North Americans. What are you doing in a moment? He asked. How is that even remotely related to what I said? You haven't told me which Native American tribe you belong to. I'm done with this conversation, said our man, who had no idea what a Native American is. I've been to Alaska. There are several indigenous groups, and we had talks from several of them. They have really fascinating history. Yes, and I asked you which tribe you belong to, not which state you live in. I'm also done with this conversation because you're clearly too stupid to know the difference. OMG, dimwit, he said. I'm going to report you on Facebook now. And he blocked Cassandra. And he also thought he'd try his luck with Celia. Hi, beautiful. Good morning, and happy Sunday to you. And the same to you, said Celia. Thank you. Where are you from? I live in Durham in the northeast of England. Where are you? Oh, it's nice, he said. I'm from Hawaii, United States. I live in the South Tampa, Florida. Sounds lovely, said Celia. Is that near Disney World? Yes. Do you ever been in the United States? Only once, she said. I went on a cruise to Alaska with my late husband. Wow! That's beautiful. I'm so sorry about your late husband. Are you married? With kids? I assume that's a joke, replied Celia. LOL, I know you definitely have kids, he said. The first bit, you dickhead, said Celia. I'm so sorry about the lost. I'm so sorry about your inability to read, said Celia. I have a son who lives in Sydney in Australia with his girlfriend. That's beautiful, he said. I got 2 kids, lives with my ex as well. How old are they? Said Celia. Dan's 30. 14 years girl, 10 years boy, he said, sending a photograph of a young girl and a boy. And please, ladies and gentlemen, think very carefully of where you're uploading photographs of your children. Those photographs are almost certainly stolen from someone's Instagram account, or from a cloned Facebook account, or some other similar hijacked account, or possibly sent to a scammer when they were asking their potential victim to send photos, followed by a photograph of the same children with their father. They look like lovely kids, said Celia. Thank you, but naughty when it comes to, he said. All kids are naughty, said Celia. Well said, he said. They grow up so quickly, replied Celia. Yes, every young kid grows so fast. It's nice to watch the kids growing in our time. What did you mean when you said your kids live with your ex as well? Did you mean you share their care? I'm divorced with the kid's mother, he said. Yes, replied Celia. People usually are if they refer to their ex. That isn't what I asked you, is it? You said, I got 2 kids, lives with my ex as well. Do you mean your kids live part of the time with yourself and part of the time with your ex, which would mean that you share their care? That's very common in the UK. Oh, I see. The kids are living with their mum as they wanting, he said. I hope you make sure to visit them regularly, said Celia. Yes, I do. What are you doing right now? Typing backwards to see what my word count is, said Celia. What are you doing right now? I'm relaxing myself right now, he said. And you? Is this a game where you ask me a question, I answer it, then you ask me the same question again? I'm adding up the word count from before. What are you doing? Hi, happy new week. I'm sorry I was busy working, and that's why I can't replying you, Celia. I hope we can talk today. I'm in and out today, she said. I'm not working because it's a bank holiday here. Oh, that's nice. Are you a banker? No, said Celia. What a strange question. I'm an administrator in the admissions department of Durham University. And of course, I understand that not all countries call their public holidays bank holidays, but that's just what we call them in the UK. Wow! That's great and lovely, he said. I hope someday we're going to meet in person. Oh yes, great and lovely is so much better than great or lovely, replied Celia. What do you do? Still working right now, he said. And he sent the same photograph that he sent to Flora, which is why I got confused, because at this stage he hasn't told Celia what his job is. No, said Celia, I asked what you do. Or are you telling me that your job is to sit down staring at a camera all day? I told you what I do and who I work for. I didn't send you a photo of someone sitting in front of a computer and expect you to be psychic. OMG, he said. I said that I work in the Navy as Chief Petty Officer. Oh no, I never said you're a fake, he said, and I appreciate you being honest. OMG, no you didn't, said Celia. Don't be rude. And in reply to him saying, I never said you're fake, she said, now what on earth are you talking about? Are you talking to someone else? Hi, I get off work right now. How are you? Waiting for you to A, apologise for being extremely rude, and B, tell me what work you do, and C, explain what all that rubbish about me being fake is about. I'd like an answer to all three of those, please. Hey, my apologies. I work as a professional USN CPO Chief Petty Officer, he said. I hope you're satisfied now. No, I'm not, said Celia. That was even ruder. You're a horrible, rude man. Obviously a false apology, as you were immediately rude again. Go away. OMG, dimwit, he said. Now you're rude. And he blocked Celia. And that was the end of Landon MacDonald. I hope you enjoyed this shorter video. If you did, please like it, please share it, please comment down below, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again in another video.